Hello and welcome to another spectacularly creepy episode of Furries in the Media. I'm your host Abergwine, and in today's frightful Halloween edition of Furries in the Media, let's check out an episode of My Crazy Ex titled Frisky Business.
Hey, ready to party?
The party's tonight?
It's a Halloween party. Tonight's Halloween.
Damn, my space getting a costume. I guess I can't go.
No problem. I got something for you.
3 guesses as to what the costume is. Is it a creepy clown, Deadpool, or Foxy?
The only problem was that by 4 p.m. on Halloween, most of the costumes were gone. In fact, there was only one left.
Well?
Wow, that rabbit costume sure gets around.
Oh my lord.
43 Belmont Street. Do you see a house number?
I can't see anything.
They do raise a decent point here. Visibility inside a fursuit head is pretty limited. Think like wearing the Freddy mask in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and that's about what the visibility is like.
What are you guys doing?
We're scritching. Like this. You are a natural.
Yeah, I don't really think scritching is as common in the furry fandom as the media likes to make it seem.
Are you a friend of Disco Otter Pants?
Who?
Disco Otter Pants! It's his party!
There's a reason I record my audio separately!
And later, our great night got even better.
Where's the stupid zipper?
Well, it's not where she's looking. Seriously, they don't construct rental mascot costumes like that.
That costume unleashed Robert's inner beast. It changed him.
Some people may actually benefit from using a fursuit to overcome sexual phobias, but it is important to remember that whether this scene was depicting coping with a phobia or just a kinky coincidence, I think it's safe to say that this scene should not be taken as representative of every furry.
Robert was supposed to take the rabbit costume back.
Hey!
You were supposed to return the costume. Now I'm gonna get charged.
After what you two did in it, I don't think they'd want it back.
I bought it.
What?
$300, but with a fursuit of this craftsmanship, it's totally worth it.
I'm sorry! You call that quality? There's an obvious rip in the seam right there. Don't try. Oh my god. Wow.
Wait, what did you call it?
A fursuit. That's what they're called. By furries, at least.
Most furries either commission or make their own fursuits. If they do get a mascot costume, it's usually because it's cheaper than a commissioned suit, or they want to get used to wearing a full-body costume before committing to a full fursuit. I don't really think that most furries would aspire to get a mascot costume and then just stop there.
That was the first time I had heard the term furries. There are people that like to dress up like their favorite animal.
This is partly correct, but the character that a furry dresses up as usually has a bit more thought put into it than just being the furry's favorite animal. Once again, we have another show that's neglected to mention what the significance of a fursona is, and that not every furry has a fursuit.
So what, do they dress up like this all the time?
No, not all the time.
Yes!
Just when they're together.
No! The point of being a furry or having a fursuit is not just to hide from a specific group of people. There's usually a connection to the character the furry is dressing up as, and more often than not, the aspect of anonymity from wearing a fursuit just happens to be a nice bonus.
Why?
Anonymity?
I don't get it.
Some people are just more comfortable in someone else's skin, you know? Where no one knows who you are.
Sometimes you wanna go where
Nobody
knows your name.
Haven't you ever wanted to not be alone, but not to let anyone know who you are?
Not really.
The way he's describing this concept is pretty awkward, but it's something that almost everyone on the internet does. You pick out your username, profile image, and you even decide what messages to associate with your online persona. While anonymity can be a part of the furry experience, it's ultimately not the central idea behind being a furry.
I just could not relate, but I was beginning to see that Robert did feel this way, and I wanted to support him.
I think it's great that she's willing to support him. My only question is, where exactly was this supportive and understanding attitude when he was depressed in the first place? I think he really needed it more at that time than now.
Some of the people from the party called me. I think I'm gonna meet them for a drink later.
Are you gonna wear this to the bar?
No, we're meeting in the woods.
In the woods? Well, that doesn't sound sketchy as all get out. Say hi to Slender Man while you're there.
Oh, hey! Sarah, Kristen! Come meet my friends!
If he was really that enamored with the quality of the suit, then why is he grilling hamburgers in it? There are so many things that can mess up that suit, from grease stains and the smoke smell, not to mention that the thing could be a freaking fire hazard. No, just get rid of the fursuits and drop the corny dialogue from this scene, and then this would be more like a typical furry meetup. Just people coming over to hang out and eat hamburgers.
You were embarrassed, weren't you?
No.
It's okay. It's really common for smoothies.
No, I really... Wait, for what?
Oh, sorry. That's what we call you furless kind. Smoothies.
This just in, furries are clearly superior to all other beings. All of those furless kind are to be referred to as smoothies. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard me use the phrase non-fur, but other than that, furries really don't have a unanimous word or phrase for people who aren't furries. And it certainly is not smoothie.
It's okay, baby. Most smoothies can't understand furries because they've never felt the way we do.
That doesn't mean that it's impossible for non-furs to understand furries, or vice versa. Actually, this whole point is probably the biggest reason I do this channel. I want to help furs and non-furs better understand one another, or at least make information about furries more readily understood and available to everyone.
You're outgoing and you were always popular. Most furries are like me, shy and kind of awkward.
Not every furry is super introverted, but a lot of people do find that involvement in the fandom increases their self-confidence.
Oh, wow. You look amazing.
I was now sexy Dalmatian.
Well, at least the girlfriend gives it a try, and I think it's reasonable to try something before deciding whether or not you like it.
Hey, that's a great canine outfit. Want to join me in the cuddle chamber?
Sorry, I'm here with someone.
So am I. That's the whole point.
Well, I think they have the right amount of glow sticks that you'd expect to find at a furry dance. And that's all a furry dance is. It's just a dance. There might be some people hooking up, but that's likely to happen in any dance, whether it's furry or not.
Sarah? What are you doing here?
Kristen?
Kristen?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, Sarah, I swear I had no idea.
Neither did I.
Like I've said earlier, the whole anonymity thing doesn't really go this far with furries. Huh, that's oddly specific. Let's take a look at the review stats. Information accuracy is 41%, and the spirit of the clip is 25%, giving us an average of 33%. And now time for my thoughts. The show put way more emphasis on the anonymity of wearing a fursuit than what furries actually place on it. For a furry, wearing a fursuit is usually more about the connection to the character than it really is about being anonymous. Anonymity just happens to be a nice little bonus. Throughout the clip, it's heavily implied that the boyfriend became obsessed with being a furry and never aspired to do anything more with his life after that point. To me, it feels like the show is trying to portray furry as something someone does only after they've hit rock bottom, like it's some last resort that often turns into an addiction or an obsession. Really, having any hobby can be a good strategy for coping with depression, and even people without depression can still benefit from having a hobby, and in that respect, I feel that being a furry is no different. Well, that's it for today's episode. Have fun, stay awesome. Bye-bye!
I ain't afraid of no